Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to my channel. And first of all, I'm really sorry that there's no fancy intro. The editing is not super clean. I'm really recording this in my hotel room. I'm actually in Montreal, just enjoying some time before New Year's Eve. I literally wrote the script on my 5-hour train ride from Toronto to Montreal because this is a really important topic and I want to get this video as fast as I can. Now, if you aren't familiar with me, hi, I'm Sociology, and on this channel, I value honesty. I believe in having tough conversations because they can lead to a discussion that we can learn something new from each other. So even if you disagree with me, that is okay, but please be kind in the comments. I find that mom mentality within K-pop fandom has really eroded critical thinking and has become a pillar for misinformation, so I hope my channel helps reveal some truth. Today's topic is that K-pop fans are criticizing idols for buying or sponsoring products from McDonald's or Starbucks because of the brand's alleged support and funding of Israel, and its connection with Zionism and the ongoing genocide of Palestinian people. If you want more information about this conflict, please visit the description. The two idols in question are Doyoung of NCT, who was selected as a model for McDonald's Lucky Burger campaign starting in November, and Somi, who posed with a Starbucks cup in a TikTok video. I believe other idols such as AT's members were also criticizing for drinking Starbucks. Now, before we get into the ethical qualms of their decision, I want to clarify some claims that McDonald's and Starbucks are supporting Israel, because none of these companies have explicitly stated their support or provided money to them. This claim that McDonald's supports Israel is a bit inaccurate. It stemmed from a reporting that McDonald's franchise in Israel will provide free meals to the Israel Defense Forces soldiers and Israeli hospitals. The key word here is a franchise, because others are spinning this news to say that McDonald's in general is supporting Israel when it's not. For those who don't have a business background, a franchise is a type of business agreement and involves two parties, the franchisor and the franchisee. The franchisor is the owner of a business and the franchisee is the buyer. The franchisor sells the rights to the brand, including products, services, intellectual property, and more, to a franchisee who will open up the brand in a specific area. Although there are some strict rules that the franchisee must adhere to, such as products and services offering, hours of operation, and layout, they have a lot of freedom in how they can run their business. According to Forbes, franchisees can have freedom in hiring decisions, advertising budget, and the level of community involvement, such as which local charities or organizations they want to support. So it could be a low league basketball team. However, just because one franchise supports a certain cause does not mean every single franchise under that brand supports it. This information is really important because according to the NBC, the Israeli franchise that will be supporting the IDF, so the Israeli military, has said that 5 stores are in operation for this purpose alone, and more than 100,000 meals have been donated. Keep in mind that Israel has around 225 McDonald's locations. I think people are thinking, okay, so McDonald's as a whole is funding and supporting Israel. So if I buy a meal from McDonald's, my money is going towards a genocide. That's not accurate. If you are in Israel and you shop from those 5 McDonald's stores, yes, your money is going to go to the army. But if you're from Australia and you buy from your local McDonald's, your money will not go to Israel. In fact, some McDonald's franchises, such as McDonald's Qatar, are supporting Palestine. To this day, McDonald's has not commented on their position in Gaza, and they have released a really vague statements that they condone the violence that's going on. But in general, a franchisor does not have a say in a franchisee's political affiliations. Now, Doyoung has been selected as the face of McDonald's Lucky Burger campaign, a seasonal menu item where parts of its menu will support Korean children hospitalized for health problems and their family members. This campaign, it is exclusive to McDonald's Korea. As we mentioned before, McDonald's Korea isn't a reflection to the entire McDonald's company, nor is it a reflection of McDonald's Israel. So this whole idea that Doyoung is supporting the genocide by accepting this gig is false. It has no correlation with the ongoing conflict. Also, the Lucky Burger is a seasonal meal that runs from around December to the end of the year. So it's possible that Doyoung was selected months before the conflict. Now with Starbucks, this is a little tricky. The company has never explicitly supported Israel. What happened was that early October, the Starbucks Workers United, a union representing more than 360 locations and 9,000 partners across US, retweeted a post depicting a bulldozer tearing down the part of the fence surrounding Gaza, and they captioned it with "Solidarity with Palestine." Similarly, another union, the Iowa City Starbucks Workers United, retweeted and shared messaging relating to demonstration in Chicago and statements of solidarity with Palestine from Restaurant Workers United and Workers in Palestine. Now, this tweet did not sit well with Starbucks. They released a statement saying, "To be clear, we condemn these acts of terrorism, hate, and violence and disagree with the statements and views expressed by Workers United and its members. Your Workers United words and actions belong to them and them alone." Later on, they stated that they contacted Workers United demanding that 1, they immediately stop using our company's name, logo, and intellectual property, and 2, issue an immediate correction. This morning, unfortunately, they rejected that request. As a result, Starbucks will file a litigation against the union in federal court, and we tend to pursue all legal options in defense of our partners and our company. If you want to read more about this lawsuit, please read my description. I included a really great article from Snoops who tried to look through misinformation, conspiracy theories, and try to find what is the correct truth, try to dispel any misinformation, and provide the proper context. I think this is one of the best websites if you want to make sure that your information you're seeing is factual. Personally, I did not understand what was so controversial about the union statements. They never expressed support of any militant groups. They never said that the violence that was happening was good. They just wanted to support Palestine. But in a business perspective, I can understand that when you have so many customers, you shouldn't really say which side you support in case those customers, like the ones who support Israel, will stop buying your products. I know this sounds bad, but sometimes businesses don't want to mix with politics in case it can hurt their consumer base. You can see that this lawsuit, as Starbucks just wants to say, is politically neutral, or maybe they do support Israel. However, if it's the latter, please note that they never provided any funds to the Israeli government or say that the genocide is right. They're just more so vague. Either way, just because someone is consuming those brands doesn't mean they support genocide. Because if we police someone for their consumer choices, that means we have to consistently judge every single person's consumer choice. Suppose someone has an Apple phone. Apple employs child labor. So does that mean that that person supports child labor? What about people who listen to K-pop, where companies rip off black songwriters, they don't pay them well? Some K-pop CEOs have done blackface, and a lot of K-pop groups have done extremely racist thing. And it is an industry that exploits, and I can't say this word because YouTube's gonna ban me, but I don't have enough time to censor it. SEXUALIZES, minors. So that means that as a K-pop fan, do you agree with all these problematic things? No, because if we're going to dictate everyone's consumer choice, we're going to be exhausted. And also keep in mind, under a capitalist society, there is no such thing as an ethical company. For a business to be huge, they have to exploit someone for their own profit. Another reason why this argument is illogical because, well, their support is indirect. Okay, so I looked into this. If I buy a drink from Starbucks, what percentage of my money goes to a specific cause? Because according to Medium, 29% of their total revenue goes towards coffee beans and barista salaries, 42% goes towards operating expenses, 30% goes into product and distribution expensive, and 10% goes to their shareholder. The rest are taxes, marketing, and admin fees. Only a fraction of the money will go into donations. So basically, maybe like 0.001% of Somi money went to Israel. Is that really a big deal? Now, if Somi donated money directly to the Israeli military, then I would understand this argument because it's a direct donation. 100% of her money is going to the military and they will feel more violence. And honestly, this is a really hot take and I'm just going to get canceled for this, but I think it's unfair to police someone for what they drink or eat. At the end of the day, we should have free will in our decisions. For me, this whole issue is just a slippery slope argument because you cannot judge someone's values and their beliefs on something they buy because it's just not concrete. For me, I will cancel someone if they explicitly condone what Israel is doing to Palestinians. But for having a sip of a beverage, it's just way too excessive in my opinion. Sorry, I really needed to air out my thoughts over this whole issue. Please note that if you personally do not want to buy from Starbucks and McDonald's, that is perfectly okay. But I think canceling idols for doing so is very excessive. If you want sources for all of these facts, please check the description. Again, if you disagree with me, that is totally okay. You're allowed to comment your thoughts and feelings below, but please be kind and neutral. Anyways, happy New Year. Do you guys want any pictures from me in Montreal? And if I don't see you, actually, I won't really see you. But anyway, have an amazing new year. I hope 2024 is the most amazing year of your life. And don't worry, I'll be back for more videos. I love you all so much. Bye bye.